Greetings in the name of Jesus Christ, and welcome to the Midweek Devotional as we continue to reflect upon the book of Proverbs and draw some wisdom from that book. So, occasionally, as a pastor, I am encountered by people who are in need, who are in financial hardship. And they come to me and they're asking maybe for money or for food or for gasoline for their car or for a place to stay for the night. And it is challenging to discern what is the right thing to do. How can I be sure that I'm actually helping somebody in need or whether I am enabling somebody? Not always easy to do. One thing I know is that Proverbs keeps me mindful that it matters that I wrestle with this and try to get it right. Proverbs 17:5 says, "He who mocks the poor shows contempt for their maker." What is it that makes people poor? Some say that people are lazy, whereas others say, no, the rich control the system and they sometimes put down the poor. Some say it's bad choices. Others say it's unfortunate circumstances. People tend to oversimplify this complex matter of poverty and wealth. Proverbs actually has quite a bit to say about poverty and wealth, the rich and the poor. And interestingly, you could quote from both sides of the argument. There are some Proverbs that indicate that poverty is caused by laziness or drunkenness. But there's also other ones that indicate that the rich do sometimes oppress the poor. This book remains remarkably clear-eyed about the tangled causes of poverty and riches, the benefits and dangers of wealth. But overall, it often cautions us simply to consider how inextricably bound up we are with one another and with God. There, but for the grace of God, go I. Consider this proverb. He who is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward him for what he has done. Proverbs 19:17. Or this one, if a man shuts his ears to the cry of the poor, he too will cry out and not be answered. Whoa. Proverbs 21:13. How we treat the poor, the so-called poor, matters to God. It matters, of course, to our brothers and sisters in need. It matters to our relationship in God. And Proverbs seems to indicate overall that God is watching us. God knows our motives. God cares about our discernment and our decision-making and our use of wisdom. Though you and I may not be financially poor, we are all in need of the mercy and grace of God. And I don't know about you, but I want to be in a right relationship with God and in a right relationship with my brothers and sisters, and especially with those who are in need. And I don't want to be that person who, in my time of trial or need, cries out to God, and God says, sorry, I can't hear you. You haven't been listening. You haven't been listening to the cries of my children who are in need or in poverty. Proverbs gives us a clear-eyed look at some of the causes of poverty and wealth, but also some simple admonitions that keep us on the path, maybe help us keep our head about us, help us in discerning the right thing to do, the right view to take in understanding this complex issue. May you garner discernment from this book as well as the Gospels and how to be a faithful servant of Jesus Christ. So I continue to commend the book of Proverbs to you in this midweek devotional. God bless and take care.